Alrighty guys, the Xcon here, and welcome to my review of the 2007 film Spider-Man 3, which is directed by Sam Raimi and stars Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man Peter Parker. Spider-Man slash Peter Parker. But yeah, I did reviews of Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. You can watch those right now if you want to. Um, so yeah. Obviously, this is the final one of the trilogy, being the final one directed by Sam Raimi, and the final one starring Tobey Maguire and all the other actors who were in all three of them. But, yeah, this was my first time watching Spider-Man 3. I did not watch it to completion before. I would say I believe I might have seen like 15 or 20 minutes of it on TV in like 2008 or 2009, so like 9 to 10 years ago. I really only remember one scene, very weird scene to remember, but it's the one where Peter Parker yells at his landlord. Um, but yeah, that's the only scene I remembered. Um, I definitely knew going into watching it that it wasn't very well received, and I knew about the emo dance scene. That's about it. Um, I I do remember the obviously marketing and whatnot for trailers back in 2007. Seeing it on commercials for TV, but yeah. Which watching it, the movie's fucking dog shit. Uh, it it just is. There was really nothing I liked about it. It it had a different like like tone to it. Uh, it just felt a bit off there between the previous two films. Something just felt a little bit different there. Um, and to be honest, it felt weird, right? Like at the start of the movie. Um, and to be honest, it just never recovered. Um, and the movie had way too many plot lines, way too many villains, and to be honest, I really didn't like any of those plot lines or villains. CGI once again isn't great, but you know, this was 2007. At the time, it was pretty good. The CGI wasn't terrible, so I really can't give crap on that. This didn't age very well, like most CGI. But let's get into the deeper to those problems, which I'm gonna start with the villains. There's technically two and a half, I would say, three, kinda. You know, so first off, there's Sandman, which from my memory, back in 2007, marketing and whatnot, he was most heavily marketed villain. Um, I don't really remember that much, but I definitely remember Sandman being in the marketing. Um, but he can turn sand. He's just trying to help out his daughter who has an illness. Uh, you know, good backstory for him. Um, would have been probably a good villain if they just explored him. You know, like Green Goblin, and Doc Ock. Uh, they were the only villains, so they got the most amount of exploration, and they were good villains to a certain extent. Um, but I definitely liked him in the movie. I just really felt that he could have been explored a little bit more. So yeah, the movie probably would have been a lot better if they just explored him a little bit more. Yeah, obviously I said that several times now, but there was one plot twist with the character what I kind of felt was just kind of eh. It really doesn't have any more meaning to the story anymore, but that he was, in fact, the person who killed Uncle Ben. Uh, which, I just kind of found that it's like, okay, third movie ends. It's already been Spider-Man for like however many years. I believe there's a year gap between 3 and 2. And I was hit as I don't remember how big of a gap between Spider-Man 1 and 2. Spider-Man 2, we'll say on. Yeah, I don't know how many years after Spider-Man 2, or how many years after. It's definitely at least a year, possibly two. Um, so yeah, Or wait, no, they mentioned it in the movie. I want to say it was like 4 years since Uncle Ben died or something. 5 years. I don't remember how many. But it's not really important to the plot anymore. So but yeah. Or there's potential for Sandman, just not done correctly. Then there's New Goblin, who's half villain, half not, but he's played by obviously James Franco, who was in the previous two movies, which he played in Harry Osborn, Peter's high school, or I guess just best friend. And obviously Norman Osborn's son, who Norman Osborn is Green Goblin, which Spider-Man didn't kill, but Harry thinks Spider-Man killed him, but yeah, obviously New Goblin, it's just James Franco taking on the role of Green Goblin. Which he's kind of done a bit weirdly. He attacks Peter when he's not in the suit, and then after a battle, he then falls and then loses, or bangs his head and then loses his memory. So then, for a little bit in the movie, he doesn't remember anything, and then he gets his memory back randomly, and then he creates a big rift between Peter Parker and Mary Jane. What was already starting to happen. It makes it worse. And then at the end of the movie, he comes to save the day. And then he weirdly dies, saving Peter's life. So yeah, you know. So yeah, he was whatever. Obviously, that someone was been teased since the first one, and the second one is very heavily teased. In my honest opinion, he should have been in the movie as a obviously lesser villain. But him and only one other villain, maybe Sandman. But then I guess to be honest, I really don't know who's the main villain. It's obviously not Sandman. It's obviously not New Goblin. So and it's really not Venom. Which yeah, he was really shitty. So see, points. The uh, the symbiote or symbiote like gets the Peter Parker and it makes him do bad things, or not bad things, but makes him be very emo. Um, and so then at the Daily Bugle, he gets his rival Eddie Brock fired for photoshopping his pictures. Um, so yeah, but then later in the movie, Peter goes to a church bell and then like banging and whatnot. And the symbiote, um, I don't believe that's how you pronounce it, but I forget how you pronounce it. Starts banging on, then it starts going off, and then wow, magically Eddie Brock, he's there at that church, at that very exact one, at the perfect moment. He hears the bell, he walks under the bell, he sees Peter, and then the black ooey gooey calm falls on him, and then he becomes Venom. And then he magically finds Sandman, and then the final battle happens. Oh, yeah, and well, they capture Mary Jane, and then the final battle happens, which was very underwhelming. But which I guess, to be honest, kind of all the final battles in this Spider-Man trilogy were kind of underwhelming. To be honest, the best battle was the train scene in Spider-Man 2. That's definitely one thing for all three movies. The battle scenes weren't that incredible. Um, but yeah, but then the other part of the movie, I hated Peter Parker, uh, which is a bad thing to hate in the movie, the main character. So yeah, I really didn't even like. I really wasn't even liking him before the symbiote, 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 however the fuck you pronounce it. Storyline happened, and then that happened, and it just became even weirder. Obviously doing some emo dance on the sidewalk, pointing at women, um, accidentally hitting Mary Jane across the face, which then led to that bell scene. Um, and then in, like his black suit and whatnot, I just really didn't like him, and I also hated the storyline of Peter Parker and MJ's relationship issues. I just did not like that, and you know, other other than that, I like Sandman, a bit underused. Um, I like the parts of Aunt May in it, so yeah. Um, and there's a couple things that are fine with the movie, not too terribly bad, but still not too terribly good. There's lots of stuff bad with it, but you know, I the movie just felt off to me. Uh, you know, so yeah, but I'll probably end up watching the editor's cut they released last year. Because the version I own is the one that came with it on Blu-ray. So yeah. Also, one thing I should have mentioned, the Spider-Man's red and blue suit. He only uses it 3 times because of the semi black suit thingy. Which, and again, he doesn't really use that much either. Uh, so yeah, just not enough Spider-Man. Put more Spider-Man in the movie. Uh, so yeah, but the editor's cut, maybe he'll do the movie justice, which I very much doubt. Um, and then, after that, even if the editor's cut sucks, and I will never watch this movie ever again. And Tobey Maguire Spider-Man will say a duology to me. It won't be a trilogy, it'll be a duology, which is, 2 movies. So yeah, overall, I like Sandman a little been underused, um, in the parts of Aunt May, um, and a couple other things, just, smaller stuff. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, the movie score, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10. Uh, I just did not like it. But yeah, anyways, I will be having a review for The Amazing Spider-Man Give Up. Uh, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe today. Depends if I get it out in time. But, yeah. And then next week I'll have an Amazing Spider-Man 2 review. And, if I go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I'll do a review for that. But, yeah. Obviously, I don't know if I'll go see it next week or not. It just depends when I go see it. Whenever I'll see it, I'll upload the review hopefully soon afterwards. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. You can watch my reviews for Spider-Man 1 and 2, which I'll, link out to them. Uh, I'll probably just link out to Spider-Man 1 review after this, which hopefully links out the Spider-Man 2 review. But yeah, anyways, I've been Xcon, and I will see you guys in the next one.